That we're leading, we've got a nice strong posture. We're leading with our hands nice and low at our partner's waist height rather than at the shoulder height. And then when we start our connection, we lean in and get a bit of connection in. As we push and step back, we get a connection at the end. But in the middle, that connection releases and builds, releases and builds. We use the travelling return as an example, where it's nice and relaxed, and then builds at the end, builds and relaxed. All right, after that connection we talked a little bit about roll-in technique. So there are a lot of different moves that start from this entry, a whirl-into entry. We talked about the fact that when you want a small spin, it's a little push in, a little push down to the waist to spin her round. When you want a little bit more, it's a stronger pull and push. And when you want even more, huge pull and push. The only other thing that's very, very important about that move is making sure that when you let go in those bigger spins, that you're guiding her all the way through with both arms so she doesn't get lost and start dancing off the stage. The other thing we talked about was timing, knowing that every single move in modern jive is built on timing. We use the first move as an example, where if it was done purely on time with no embellishment, it would literally be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Every move is built on that beat, and that is the downbeat in the music. If you end up dancing on the offbeat of the music, it's the one that always sounds high, all right? Technically, you're still dancing in time, you're just dancing to the wrong time. All right, the last thing we talked about was spinning. Did we do anything more on timing? I can't remember. All right, so we talked about spinning. We started off with free spins, so we're using the Manhattan. You're welcome to join it here. Yeah, we talked about using the Manhattan. And when you prep for your spins, that your foot faces forward, all right? We don't need to crank our bodies into the spin. We just want to prepare ourselves. We've got nice strong frame. We bring our foot into our spinning foot. We turn, we stop and weight ourselves, and then step back. If you are finding that you are wobbly, it's best to get lower in your spins rather than higher. And always watch your posture, because if you start a spin with a very slight bend, no matter how small, or a very slight nod of the head, you will build that momentum and you'll fall out of your spin every time. Assisted spins, we talked about a lot. Assisted spins work on the same principle for the follow. As a lead, we want to make sure we're drawing a nice dinner plate around her head so that we keep that spin nice and steady for her. We don't want to pop it up and down like a sewing machine. We don't want to take it on a big oblong curve. Nice, perfect circle. It takes time to master, but will really, really help your follow. The other thing is making sure you have a nice pin and cup, so that as you start that turn, the ladies have their cup nice in front of her on her unicorn horn, and we're using that, and her hand just rolls around our fingers so that we can keep those spins going for as long as we need to before we stop, weight change, and step back. Always make sure you've got your own weight at the end of a spin. Guys, never push your partner out of a spin. Let her settle her weight and then guide her out. We did talk about jumping the lead. All right, so as a follow, we want to make sure that you wait for your partner to lead and that you don't come running in for something before he's ready. And as a lead, we want to make sure that our follow gets a chance to step her weight back before we lead something else. All right, we want to make sure that we're looking for the connection at the end so that the flow of our dance is maintained. Thank you very much.